I am so excited. Thank you, Brent. Now I'm really excited because I've been in radio for years, and I've had to hear it from my friends on the rock stations and alternative stations talking about how awesome the guys from Shinedown are. And I'm sitting over here on the top 40 side going, dang, man.
That's not for us.
Why can't I talk?
Most certainly for you.
Why can't I talk to the guys from Shinedown? But now we can.
Yeah, we can.
The crossover is happening. And
yeah, it's music. It's universal. It's not about rap music, rock music, country music, pop music. It's about all music.
It's about
It
people.
really just starts with the songs. What's the message?
For the first time on the show, joining us from Shinedown, we got Brent and we got Zach.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yay!
Let's go.
I was stoked when our producer said I got Shinedown coming in. I said, finally.
We have 2-4.
2/4 of Shinedown.
2/4 of
Eric and
Shinedown.
Barry are in South
Exactly.
Carolina doing drums on the new Shinedown
What?
record.
Who's in South Carolina?
Eric Bass, he's born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm from
Our
Florence.
bass player.
There you
One of my
go.
favorite
There you
places.
go.
How about that?
They live
I
in,
was watching y'all. You were driving around town. It's so sweet because y'all been in the business for how many years? If you
2
don't-
decades.
2 decades. And you were still excited to hear your single playing on the radio, which was really fun. I saw that on
1,000%.
Instagram, that
Never
you still
gets
get
old.
thrilled.
As the lead singer, Brent, do you feel like you have a duty to make sure you interact with everybody from the band? Because I see a lot of lead singers only interact
With the band that I'm in?
yeah, with the band. I'm saying like when you guys are on stage and you go up and you got to give some attention to the guitar and you got
Those are my 3 best friends in the world.
right during the shows. Because I
We
see
share all
sometimes
that, yeah.
yeah, sometimes they'll only go up to the guitar player the whole show and you're like, what about the drummer? Why don't you go up and give them a little?
No, honest to God, we call it the dance, which is, there's a very unique thing that happens when the 4 of us get on a stage with one another. It's kind of unspoken, but it's all built around energy. So absolutely. No, I mean, we're very interactive with each other, have been our entire career.
You guys started doing the music stuff since high school,
Probably earlier.
earlier than high school. What would you say to the kids?
I mean, Zach got signed when he was 14 years old. He's a
Wow.
blues virtuoso.
yeah, you're like a guitar.
Virtuoso.
I don't even want to say influencer, but he's like
Aficionado.
he's got so many people that follow him for
He's
his
my
set
favorite
and
guitar
stuff.
player on the planet.
Yeah,
There you
like
go.
you're famous in like super famous in the guitar world.
I don't know about all that. I
I'll let you say it.
I'd like to play guitar, and I hope I do it well.
Well, let me ask you this. Does Guitar Center send you occasional emails? Because I get an email every once in a while, and I don't even play guitar.
I think so. Yeah, I think I still do get Guitar Center emails.
I bet you they send him guitars.
I think I bought a cable there about 15 years ago, and I still get emails.
Speaking of, this
You've been
guitar-
endorsed by
is
PRS
this
for
your
how
guitar?
long?
Yeah.
Is this your
20
guitar right
years.
here?
No, that's not
that's
mine.
ours, dude.
That's
Oh.
yours.
That's yours.
That's why you get the emails, right? there.
Yeah, okay. It's just 12 strings. I've never seen one. Never mind. It's not a part of the interview.
It's got. It's
Real
got
quick, since we're talking about Al, we wanted to see.
That guitar is compensating.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah,
Double the fun.
Shout out. So am I.
it's seen its days. You guys are rock stars. You guys are, you guys look cool. We were talking about Al's outfit today.
That shirt is going off.
for
man.
the outfit here.
Thank
I'll
you.
be
And
honest.
by the way, we're performers. We're not necessarily rock stars.
As
but
am
that's
I.
Like,
in fact, I should be
I was
up
gonna
there with
say,
y'all.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
you-
yes. Up here.
Yeah, new member.
You know.
You're the best
right
dressed
here.
for
Get in
sure.
here.
Yeah.
What instrument would you
The
play? Al?
cool meter went way up just now.
What are you
Yes.
doing in the
Way
band?
up.
The black thing.
All right.
Y'all
Hype
need a
man.
Hype guy.
Hype man.
Yeah.
Hype guy.
Hype man.
Throw your hands in the air.
Yeah.
See?
Wave like you just don't care. I can do that too.
Hell yeah.
That was
good.
That's
on
with no
point,
warm-up.
actually. You were in
That's
key.
good.
I'm telling you. I'm
I'm into
I'll go
this.
back over here. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I'm here if you need me.
Don't go
yeah.
far. Don't go far. I
I'll be
miss
right
you.
here.
You're
I'll
the
be right
best
here.
dressed in the band already.
Definitely the best
It's so
dressed.
it's so interesting though. You said in high school, getting your band together, getting your sound, right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
And that'd be so interesting, I think, compared to what kids who are trying to get a band started today with all the pressure, social media and everything, that I think some of them would be bullied out of even trying.
We would encourage them to get off social media.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I got a 16-year-old son. He has 3 boys. I tell my son all the time, I'm like, look, that device is part of culture, and I understand that, and that's all fine and good. But you need to remember one particular thing, which is you're in control of the device. The device doesn't need to be in control of you.
Period.
So there's always going to be a comment section. There's always going to be an opinion. That has been going on since human existence, I believe. Everything is on a platform now, and everybody can have a platform, but you have to focus on what you represent, what you want to represent, especially like in anything in life, but like in the arts, music, anything of that nature. every day is a constant. I always tell people, be aware of your surroundings and take in what the universe is presenting to you, and just work on doing what you need to do. But like for the younger generation, they also have a lot more opportunities now. I mean, just the way that you can record music literally on a laptop.
Yeah.
Right.
You can get your ideas out. You can put it out there into the ether, and it can be receptive, to a lot of people. It's actually all on how you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go look for bad, you're gonna find the
Right,
bad. But if you look
100%.
for the good, it's gonna be out there as
Yeah.
well. I also love that you guys have been so kind to radio. You guys give radio a lot of love.
Built our career on it.
I know, and it's refreshing because.
So thank you for playing the music.
No, our pleasure. Speaking of the music, let's talk about your song, A Symptom of Being Human. I saw Rolling Stone had an article written about you guys, and it said it's an unexpected pop hit.
Unexpected pop hit.
When you
take
see
that.
something like that, how does that make you feel?
How does that make you feel, Zach?
I mean, again, it goes back to what we said in the beginning. Good music is good music is good music.
Yeah.
To me, format that, it feels like that might be sliding away a little bit. It's like, if it's a good song, it's a good song and it deserves to be heard. Like, again, pop radio came from popular music. In the 80s and 90s, it was Poison and Nirvana. It's like all these different things. So to me, to have someone say it's a pop hit or unexpected pop is great. I mean, I hope we follow that up. I hope it's something that everyone, as long as the message gets across of the song, to me, that's,
Right, and the message is so good because A Symptom of Being Human, that song is just about feeling awkward and not comfortable in your own skin. And I mean, we're all just like lucky to be alive. And why do we walk around on eggshells sometimes? Why do you think us as humans, like, we feel like we're not supposed to be here sometimes?
Oh, deep question. All right.
Well, the song is a celebration of being awkward and being weird and being unique. That's just the language we chose to use. When we're talking in the chorus about sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong and the house is on fire and there's no alarm and the walls are melting too. How about you? The house, ultimately is your mind. We wrote that song in the midst of a pandemic. You don't get a lot of gifts a lot of times when you're making a record, and a gift is kind of a song that writes itself, utilizes you more of a vessel because it needs to be born, because it's necessary.
Yeah.
And so we just knew that people were, at that point in time, that they were frustrated, they were scared, they were concerned, they were angry. There are all these, just human emotions. And that's the whole point of the song, is that we're all a work in progress. And life is a journey, and you have to look at, again, how it's going to present these different roads in your lifetime. So I think that you should embrace your awkwardness.
Right.
You should embrace your weirdness, because that's what makes you an individual.
Yeah,
Exactly.
embrace those pants, Big Al.
Embrace them, Al.
I'm embracing these
Those
pants.
awkward
You need to embrace that
pants.
entire outfit.
Thank you.
Brent,
And partying
my
it.
favorite line in the song is the "How about you" line.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times we
Because we're
feel
putting it
alone.
on the listener.
yeah, you feel so alone, and you're hearing these things. You're like, oh man, I so connect with this. And when you drop the "How about you," it's like you feel seen as a listener to your song.
Totally.
And to have a career for as long as you have, you also, and speaking of the listener, how do you keep your relationship with your fans? You have all these people that continue to support you. Like
Got one boss, just happens to be everybody in the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think our shows too. I mean, the fact that we're able to play arenas now and amphitheaters, like, and have that many people, and you make all of them feel a part of it. You want to make the biggest venue in the world feel like the smallest venue, and that's what I think we've tried to do for the last 20 years. And that's, to me, staying with those people and releasing music that they can relate to, and trying to bring them along with us on that journey is something that we've always done. And I think that's kind of helped them feel like they're a part of it too. And I think that's the most important thing, is if people feel a part of something, they're going to support it no matter what.
We also have a wide audience. It's 8 to 80.
White audience?
yeah.
A wide, like wide.
I was about to quit the band already.
No, we need you. That's why we need.
Actually, yeah, we white, black, pink, orange, purple, green, brown,
All of them, yeah.
all that. Listen, and
Don't
all.
worry about it. You have to explain. I have a white audience too. It's all good.
Well, actually,
No, man, but I mean, seriously, too, to that point, and like the audience is like, that's something that is not negotiable with us under any circumstances. In this band, we truly do mean that also. Like, for the way that we've looked at music and rock and roll, like rock and roll, they talk about it being a genre of music. Rock and roll is a spirit, and rock and roll is a way of life. Like, I love the fact that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the year that NWA was inducted, Ice Cube got on stage and said, before I say anything, I just want to let everybody know that rock and roll is a spirit, and thank you for letting us be here. But the whole point of music is to bring everybody together. So it doesn't matter if you're younger, if you're older, if you're a man or a woman, the color of your skin, that's irrelevant. Your religion, that's up to you. That's who you are. It's what makes you an individual. In the rock and roll community, anyone from anywhere is welcomed at any time, and we embrace that. And this song is also, as we cross over into these other formats, music isn't supposed to be put in a box, or we don't write songs in a vacuum.
Right.
So like when we're going into a writing session, we're never looking at each other going, let's write a song about this or that because we think it'll make us famous. We're writing the songs because we have something to say. Right. So if you can unite people together, the more the merrier.
How do y'all get together and write y'all's music? Do you say, hey, this is a concept, this is an idea that I want to talk about, and y'all get together? In my imagination, y'all are in a garage, and
it's kind of like that.
It was a garage, at one point.
or a studio,
like
and Zach starts riffing on the guitar and just starts like, okay, I like that. Now let's bring in like some drums. How do y'all create y'all's music together as a group?
It's different every time. I mean, usually someone has some sort of concept of what they want to do, but we've also walked in a room with no ideas or no concept, and you just kind of come up with it together. But yeah, it's usually we get in there, and it's usually me, Eric, and Brent, or we have Dave Bassett, who's another writer we've worked with for many years. And usually someone has an idea. He'll have a lyric or a title, or I'll have a piece of music, or Eric writes music all the time. So he kind of has a lot of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it really just depends. There's no formula to it. We've never done it the same way every time. It's usually different every time with how the song starts.
But if you have a place where you came up with the biggest hit, you go back to that place like
No, you never try.
We have a studio now.
Yeah, we have a studio now in Charleston. So it's like, I feel like when you try to recreate success, you're gonna fail.
It's like having a good date night. Like,
We try not to ever write the same song over and over again, or make the same record twice.
And I'm guilty of being scared of that. I remember after Sound of Madness having 6 singles on it, 6 number 1 singles on it. And it's like, after that, you're like, you got to do the same thing. And like, we went completely different on that record, and it ended up being just as successful. But it's after you have success like that, it's certainly, for me, I was always like, how do we do this? And he's never worried about it. I'm the one that was like, and then I think, well, again, that was me trying to chase it. I think once you just realize that you have to make art for you, and you may have to make art because you have something to say, then that's when the realest stuff comes out.
When do you guys feel the most creative? Is it in the shower or right before you go to bed and you're like, oh crap, I got this lyric or this guitar riff?
It happens at all times.
Really?
I am a big shower guy, though.
You're a shower guy?
Yeah, I write a ton in the shower.
We have a thing in the studio too. There's a book that sits next to the in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Great ideas I had while I was pooping.
And literally, it's a book, and you just go in there.
That's the cover of the book.
There's some pretty good stuff in there. You were going to ask a question? Sorry.
No, I was going to say, y'all kind of already answered. So we will say this sometimes, like we'll be riding down the road, we're like, that is the best idea I've ever had in my entire life. This is going to change radio.
Yeah.
And the next day, I've completely forgotten what it is.
You have to write it down.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have voice memos on your iPhone?
But do y'all do
so
that
go write it
sometimes?
as soon as you have it. Just be like,
in the middle of the night.
You got it.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times in the middle of the night. Think of a lyric or think of a song idea or anything, and I won't write it down.
Yeah, like, it's so
I'll wake
I
up
know I won't
Because it's so
forget it.
great, you won't
and the next
forget
morning you forget it. So
Exactly.
it's important to just get up, lose 10 minutes of sleep, write it down.
I have woken up out of a complete, had a dream or had a thought or had an entire song in my head, and woken up out of, a state of slumber, if you will, and I'm exhausted, but I have it all right there.
Yeah.
And I make myself get up and either write it down or talk it out in the voice memo and try to go back to sleep. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But there are moments where, if you have something pop into your mind, it's just too important. You just have to put it down.
Because you're a doer. We think, oh, it's so good, I'm going to remember.
Not gonna
Right.
forget it.
Yeah.
Mentality you can't have because you will.
There's
forget all
no
that.
You
way
will
to
forget it, yeah.
Some people have that talent, like Jay-Z, man. He'll go in there and he doesn't write anything down.
Same
And
with Lil
and
Wayne.
He comes up with it off
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
of his head.
Do you think you could ever do that? Just go with no lyrics. They have some sort of instrumental and try to
Like
riff.
improv music?
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
You have done that?
I do it. I do it for my kids all the time. They'll be like, write a song right now. I'm like, okay. So I'll
Do you
start
also do you sing them a nice little lullaby before you
You
go to
don't?
bed?
No.
He's like,
Daddy gets paid
I
for
read.
this.
I read to him now, and I've done this thing where me and my oldest son read this huge Marvel book, and there's a bunch of different chapters of each story, and now I record it because now he has an iPad with his own like email address, so I can send him texts. So like when I'm gone, I'll send him a recording of me reading to him before. Like I
cute.
save all of them. So yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that would be like our kids asking us to do a radio show.
yeah.
That's work. You know.
Do your kids think you're cool though?
Mine do.
His kids
Yeah.
think he
Yeah.
hung the moon.
Yeah.
Do your kids
That's
think he hung the
good.
moon
My
too?
kid could care less.
Yeah.
Exactly.
His kid thinks I'm cool because I'm friends with a bunch of NBA players.
Yeah.
That's why. His kid's like 6'3", AAU basketball, like legit basketball player. So
What is your guys' hobbies outside of music when you guys are on the road? What do you guys like to do?
he doesn't have one.
Go for it.
He has none. He has no hobbies.
Oh, you're like Kelly.
I'm
Yeah.
getting hobbies. I'm learning how to play golf.
That's cool. He has none, and he's not trying to
That
start
sounds like
any.
you're trying to induce a panic attack.
No, I
He
want to be able to
doesn't-
play with my
Everybody that-
husband. No, it's really it's been very good. He's a good
Good. Is
teacher.
it cathartic? So it's something that's like you're enjoying it.
I've just started.
I've seen people lose their sanity
Yeah, yeah.
on
Yeah.
a golf course.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just started, but my husband says I have a natural ability.
Oh,
That's good.
that's awesome.
I know,
yeah.
I'm
Do you
very
think you have a
excited.
natural ability?
I do, because he says I'm hitting it straight and to the right. He
Okay.
said if I was hitting it to the left, we'd have a problem. But because
Interesting.
I'm already
Honestly, if you
hitting
can
it-
hit the ball straight, that's really all you
Yeah,
need. It's not
so-
about power at that
Hit the
point.
ball.
If you can hit a ball,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can swing and hit the ball the first time, that's
Yeah.
usually a good sign.
So,
Oh,
Brent, is Zach constantly trying to get you to join his hobbies? Is that what happens?
No, he gave up a long
No,
time
no,
ago.
no.
I mean,
do it.
pickleball's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
big now.
It's
So
impossible.
you pick up pickleball.
I love pickleball.
Nah.
There you go.
I don't do it as a hobby. I fish a lot. Play with my kids. I'm huge in NBA. I go to NBA games all the time. when
Who's
I'm
your
home.
team?
Grizzlies.
Okay. Of course. Yeah, you guys Tennessee.
Yeah, JC was asking earlier. I don't know if you heard him. If y'all are sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
We're
tell.
signed. We signed to Jordan in 2016. So we had our own Shinedown Air Jordan 1 that came out in
Wow.
2018. It was a
Did you know
friends
that?
and family.
Shout out to Reggie.
No.
It was a friends and family only shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that for certain artists sometimes.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
do
so
that.
cool.
There was like I think they say there's 23 of them, but I think they get 23 and then we got 23 to give away. So yeah.
We
Who
should
do you
get a
guys-
shoe.
So you guys all have them then. Brent,
We
you have
all
your
have
pair
them.
still?
I have these.
Those
Because
are
I live in
sick.
hotels.
Those are
He
so
gave his
I
pair
know.
to his
Great
son,
night.
I think.
Yeah.
He definitely can't wear them anymore.
What?
Your pair that you gave to your kid.
Oh yeah.
There's no
yeah.
way you can wear those.
No.
The
What are
last
they worth right
the
now?
last pair sold on StockX for about 41,000. I
Hey, what?
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not that many.
There's
I'm
not
telling you,
that
the
many.
The sneaker game is crazy. That's why when I saw it, I
Yeah.
was like, they know what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Well, I've been in 2016 signed a Jordan, so luckily I don't have to go sit at a mall on Saturday anymore. I used to do that all the time, but now it's like online.
Yeah, now
you
you can
guys,
do it.
you guys can just get on apps
Everything.
and go sit at a store on a
Right.
Saturday morning waiting for them to open.
Add to cart.
Well, let's talk about another thing you guys are into, the hot sauce game. You guys got
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the hot sauce game.
Yeah,
It's true.
Whose
true.
idea was that?
our drummer Barry
Yeah.
Kirch.
By the way, that's no joke either, man. Like
It's
that.
doing really well.
Yeah, crazy.
I saw that.
man.
That's like you would think that's such a saturated space that it might be lost, but you
Oh,
guys are
He
crushing.
spent 6 months on the palate tasting alone with the ingredients. So he worked with a company called Torchbearer, and it was like there's the flavor profiles and everything. There's actually 3 sauces that we did. We just released. What was it? The
Symptoms Chipotle garlic one, and we have 2 more coming out this
yeah.
year.
But it's not one of those things because sometimes you'll look at these product placements and what like they've got like leftover stock and it's in a bottle. You don't know.
They
what
just
it is. They'll put a label.
Bands
on
put
it
their name on
and
it.
put
Like
out.
we
I've
went
done that.
through the whole thing of doing this. Like I mean, Barry has probably 30 bottles of different stuff that he's
Oh,
tasted and put together. And be like, I like this part of this one, but this part of this one, and then they finally kind of combined it into what. And we tried all 3. They're
Yeah.
really good. One of them is insanely hot. But I
But it's
mean,
got flavor.
But it has flavor. Like there's a difference. I think pain just for pain's sake is not fun for anyone.
No, it's not.
Like a hot thing with flavor is good because you can dial it down with butter, you can dial it down with oil, you can dial heat down a little bit if you need to. But if it's got good flavor, there you are. So
Trying all
not
those-
eat it.
if
you can
trying
just
to-
not eat it. Yeah,
What's y'all's favorite thing to put the hot sauce on?
man, I'm a wing guy. So if I
Oh.
like hot sauce on a wing. I'm not like I don't like. I've never been a sauce guy on like eggs or like anything like that. My normal food, like I've been a cook since I was younger. So for me, like to me, if you season your food properly,
Yes.
you don't have to put anything on it.
And we put Texas Pete on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, put on
South
there.
Carolina.
Back in the day, I
Texas,
used to put,
Louisiana.
like-
Y'all be putting stuff on everything.
that's true. Back in the day, I would put like sriracha on
Oh, yeah.
on pizza
Or like Tabasco.
Ramen
yeah.
noodles.
Everything.
Tabasco.
Everything.
Yeah, you're doing oysters.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes,
Who had
oysters.
the weakest palate when it came to the hot sauce?
Me.
You did, Brent?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it could,
No
it could
hobbies, no palate.
I know.
it could mess up your voice if you take the
No
wrong hot.
vacation.
No home.
No home.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer hotels or being in the bus?
He doesn't have. He likes being on the bus. I think, but he lives in hotels. He doesn't have a house. So-
Really?
Or an apartment or a car. Or,
Where do you
Just constantly on
get
the
your
road.
mail sent to? A PO box?
So we have business managers that get all that stuff, and then where my son is in Florida, some stuff goes to his mother's house because we're not together or anything like
Right,
that, but we're really, really good friends.
he gets it sent to his text message. That's
It's
what
very
his mail
liberating,
goes to.
though.
Yeah,
I mean, literally.
yeah. I'm not good with any kind of real downtime. I'm good for 72 hours, and then I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, it's just a constant. I'm in motion all the time, and it doesn't make sense. I had a house in California from like 2000. I guess probably I bought it in 2010. Sold it in 2016 because of the 6 years I owned it, I was inside of it maybe 6 months, and so it just doesn't make any sense. I'm the guy in the band that's also negotiating a lot of stuff.
The businessman?
So you're constantly going.
Yeah, I mean, we all have we're very together on any. Believe me, it's when we're making any kind of major decision before anything, we push go on anything. It's the four of us, and we
Group
have to
effort.
like lay it out. But the impact and just the speed of which. And I'm also the type of person, if I'm working with new people for the band or we're looking at product placements or branding or touring ideas and what have you, although he does most of the touring now. But you never know when you're going to be able to get an opportunity. And man, I'll fly to you.
Oh.
Like
Like you
pick
did
up
to us.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
song. I'll fly to you.
Yeah, I'll fly to you.
That's
yeah.
a song.
Yeah,
like
he'll.
that.
But
he'll
you're like living out of a suitcase.
Yeah, but I
Yep.
choose to do
Literally.
that.
Right.
It's not for everybody.
But I mean, so do you own like 8 pairs of outfits and that's it, or
yeah,
where do all
man,
the clothes go?
It's a lot of jeans and a
You
black
can't-
shirt, man.
Maybe
You can't buy him
Like,
clothes.
Got to.
You got a
Yeah.
hotel sponsorship because that could be in the works, right?
I'm an ambassador to multiple
Yeah,
chains.
you got a lot of.
He knows what he's doing, Justin.
He gets in very, 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 very nice hotels for like $80 a night.
Damn.
But I'll tell you this though too. Like I'm in a lot of extended stays or residents as well, and I have kind of like I've got like my 6 that I go to when I'm going to be long term there for a minute. Like if I'm with my son or if we're working together or what have you. If I'm going to be there for like if there's an amazing hotel in Kiowa Island. And
Dude, I'm killed with Seabrook all
There
the
you go.
time.
All right.
I'm going next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's there. It's so funny. It's Charleston. So on King Street, of the history of that hotel, I'm the guest that has stayed there the longest of anyone.
Really?
Wow.
We found your hobby, Brent.
So
What's that?
Hoteling.
Hoteling.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, that's
Traveling.
Traveling.
So I can go up in there and say, "Hey, I want Shinedown." They're gonna give me a good rate.
Yeah, they got you. They got
If you
They
walk
got
in there and
covered.
you say, "I know Brent from Shinedown,"
Yeah.
that's my guy.
my
They're
dude.
gonna take care of
We're
you.
gonna take a
There you go.
selfie. Hang on.
Yeah.
And we're still doing the interview, Al.
Dude.
He's trying to get a good hotel rate, JC.
Yeah. The guy's getting a
go.
selfie right now on the radio.
Love
Memories.
that. On air.
So
The best.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the guy to talk to.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna write this down.
I'm just glad that everyone knows where we stay now.
Do you ever get like a nasty roach motel? Like,
No.
like one with
You know what,
blood?
man?
Back in the day, maybe.
Again, too, like I've had to stay in some that are, back in the day, you had to. We didn't have any money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm also not, like I ain't got to stay in a 5-star like
Right.
all the time. Like, I'm-
Is he bougie, Zach?
Actually, you know what? He's not. Honestly, what he cares about is if the bus can park next to the hotel. So like normal, like we're in a place now in our band where we would be staying at a Four Seasons or something like that.
Right.
But like we'll stay
Tell
at
them
Hilton.
where we're staying.
We'll stay at Hilton Garden Inns all the time now,
Yeah.
just because like. Or whatever, like a Hyatt, just because we can park the bus.
Good
there.
bus parking.
He wants to because he gets up late. He usually eats his meals on the bus, so like he likes the bus to be close. So and a lot of times those nicer hotels are in downtown areas and they won't let you park the bus there.
Right.
So he's not as bougie as one would think. Yeah.
I saw Jelly Roll giving you guys a lot of love and interviews and
That's
stuff.
our guy, man.
And then I saw rumors of
the
a
guy,
potential
man.
collaboration.
Yep.
Are you guys in talks or
Yep.
or touring and everything? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in literally talks as we speak right now.
Ooh.
Oh,
We toured together. He opened for us last year, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
2022.
2022.
He did 3 months with us, and it was, I mean, we knew what was coming next after that. You could see it every night. I mean, he was on the trajectory to be the biggest star in the world. And that's where
which is
he
cool.
is.
And it's almost
And it could not be happening to a more deserving individual.
Nice dude, right?
the
I think
best.
just nice attracts nice. I think you guys were just
I think
meant
good
to-
people find good people.
Yeah, exactly. And it worked out.
Yeah, but
That's
man,
why you found
I'll tell you
us.
this, man. That dude is necessary.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
everyone's like, man, this guy just came out of nowhere, and it's like, no, man, that guy has been grinding for 20 years, and that's also why it is so second nature to him. He's a celebrity more
Yeah.
than anything,
Yeah.
but it could not be happening to. I'm so thankful that this guy's getting exactly what he deserves.
Yeah.
This
Word.
it's
Amen.
all very, very real. And what he does to multiple communities and how he puts back into those communities, how he builds awareness for things. He's a huge mental health advocate as well, but he's just an incredibly wonderful soul.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So are you guys, man. And,
Oh, you're very
Thank
kind.
you very
Thank you.
much.
And so glad that everything's going well. I'm glad that there's no genre with the music. I'm glad it's getting spread all over the place so more people get to hear it. Make sure you check out Planet Zero. The album has been out, and the song, A Symptom of Being Human, call your radio station, ask for it. Let everybody know. Make sure that we keep popping this up. And
Let's go, man.
Let's make it number one.
And I'm
Hell
calling,
yeah.
Let's
all
go.
the way.
That's the goal.
All the way.
That's
I'm
the
calling
goal.
William.
Let's go.
Hook up.
Yeah.
That's all
Zach,
you
you
got
want-
out of this whole interview.
You and William, we got it.
William, we're boys now.
And Zach, thank you so much. If,
Thank
if,
you all.
guys.
You guys rule.
if we want to follow you guys, where do we go?
Everything is shinedown.com.
At Shinedown,
At
yep.
Shinedown. It's where we don't make it hard.
you go.
Everything is Shinedown.
Thank you guys.
For Brent and Zach,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.